More than 100 doctors, nurses, midwives and other healthcare professionals, including consultants, obstetricians and senior medical staff in maternity services, have signed an open letter strongly urging the Minister for Health, Stephen Donnelly, of this constituency to retain the 3-day period of reflection before undergoing an abortion. The letter says there is no medical basis for scrapping the 3-day week. Let's hear from Dr. Ronan Cleary, who joins us now from the group Doctors for Life. Hello to you, Ronan. Good morning.
Good morning, Declan.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us today. So tell us the background to your letter on this, and we'll come to why you want to do it. But what prompted you to do the letter?
So basically, at present, the law states that when a lady attends a GP practice for abortion, she has an initial consultation and then has a 3-day reflection period before she takes the first abortion pill. Now, the abortion law is up for review, a 3-year review this year, and as part of that, Stephen Donnelly has taken public consultation submissions, and one of the issues that has been talked about is about the 3-day reflection period. The nature of the letter is basically, as it's meant, signed by over 100 doctors, nurses, consultants, including obs-gynae, is to state and ask the health minister not to do away with the reflection period because the numbers speak for themselves. Initially, over the last 3 years, say, for example, the numbers in 2021, 8,284 women attended a GP's clinic with regards to an abortion consultation, and then only 683 then completed abortions. That's a 20% reduction. And the numbers in 2020 and in 2019 have similar decreases in the second consultations thereafter, which shows that the 3-day reflection period is working. It is giving people time to reflect on what is a momentous decision. And if women find support in this period, this should be encouraged. For nobody, I'm sure, wants more abortions in the country.
And women, I'm sure, are capable of making up their own mind of this. So what difference would the 3-day wait make if it was scrapped?
Well, I think the numbers, as I just mentioned, speak for themselves.
Yeah, but apart from that, the discussion in a woman's head, how would that be? The emotional discussion with themselves.
Well, that's everybody is an individual, like goes through their own emotions and have their own social circumstances. But I think the 3-day period of reflection is just that. It's a period of reflection for what is a momentous decision in their life. And I think the numbers speak for themselves. There's no medical reason to get rid of the 3-day reflection. It's exactly that. It's a period of reflection, what is a momentous decision in someone's life. And if it gives someone the space and time to reflect, to find support in this period of uncertainty with regards to an unwanted pregnancy, and then they decide not to proceed with the abortion, well, I think that's a positive thing.
You say the numbers strongly suggest. So if we go into suggestion, we see that a lot of women are still travelling to the UK to avail of abortion services. So that would strongly suggest that the law itself that we all voted for, at least 63% have voted for, is probably not adequate either.
In what way?
The fact that many women still have to travel for an abortion.
Ireland at present, so the Termination of Pregnancy Act, has one of the most liberal abortion regimes.
Well, that's something that people dispute. Some people say it's very restrictive at 12 weeks.
Well, up to 12 weeks, there is absolutely no reason whatsoever to give for an abortion. And I suppose the reflection period that is there now at the moment is to help people, to support women. Rather than being paternalistic, it's actually a very empathetic rule. To get rid of the 3-day period actually ignores the very real conflict and difficulties women can often face. And society itself fails to offer them support for an unexplained pregnancy.
But if women are travelling abroad because they missed the deadline of 12 weeks, would it not be better to extend that to 14 weeks and they'd have more time to reflect?
Well, no, I don't agree, because in Doctors for Life, and we believe that every abortion itself is a tragedy.
But that's not what we're dealing with. We're dealing with actually the law as it stands for 12 weeks, and then the variations with fetal abnormalities, etc. So 12 weeks. If we extended that, there'd be more time for reflection.
No, I think you're missing. I think you're missing the point, Declan. The numbers actually, as I briefly outlined there, reflect that the period of reflection is actually working. So, for example, in 2020, 8,057 initial consultations for abortion. Then, after that, there was 6,577 abortions. That means 1,400 women changed their mind thereafter, which is an 18.4% ratio that did not proceed with the abortion. So the law is working currently. So
you said it's not paternalistic, but it sounds like it's paternalistic that women don't know their own minds.
No, I think I don't agree with that. I mean, 70% of the signatures for the open letter which was sent are female, and evidently they don't think it's paternalistic. I think women, as everyone does, in uncertain situations, need time and space to appraise the situation that they're in, and that there's no knee-jerk reactions. I suppose, this is a life-changing decision. I mean, even in commercial law, when you're making a commercial agreement, there's a 14-day cooling-off period. And I would say that this is such a much more important decision. It's a life and death decision. And a 3-day cooling-off period, I would say, is very important for people to make decisions when they're, faced with an uncertain situation. In fact, the minister, the Taoiseach and Taoiseach at the time of the referendum, they also said that the 3-day period of reflection was paramount. It was paramount and was used as a soundbite to try and persuade middle-of-the-road voters in that referendum that abortion would be rare. Now, abortion is not rare, and I would say it's going to become more common if the 3-day period of reflection is removed.
Yeah, it's just that women might say we're capable of making our own mind up, and we don't do this lightly. We go through back and forth, over and back, and we have a lot of things to consider at the time, and we don't need somebody else coming in and telling us that we should be adhering to some 3-day period just because it suits somebody else to tell us what we should be doing. That it's stressful enough already.
No, but nobody's saying that anyone should interfere with a woman's choice with regards to their ultimate decision in this regard. But all we're saying is that the 3-day period, which was promised by the Taoiseach and the Taoiseach before the referendum as being part of the legislation that was going to be brought into this country, which it was, is paramount in reducing the amount of abortions in this country. It's far from being paternalistic. In fact, it's actually empathetic. It gives people time and space to reflect on what is a momentous decision in their life.
All right, Dr. Ronan Cleary. Thanks very much indeed, Ronan. Good morning to you from Doctors for Life.